Hi. How are we? Good morning. This was much creepier music than I wanted it to be. You're welcome. Tired. Hi, Blast Beats every day. How are you? Hello. Don't judge me. We're still kind of getting set up here. We're so incredibly bright. Oh my god. That's a little better. Do I like it like that? What'd I do? What happened? Let's get this show on the road. Hi, Will. How are you? My mom told me that I needed to light up my Stay Metal sign. So we're going to do that today also. I'm still setting up the YouTube thing. Sorry. That was such a chill song. Let's see. Yeah, save that. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's currently 9:04 in the morning for me. Did you all have a good weekend? Did you do good stuff? Good morning. Just editing the photos I took Saturday during the Ukrainian festival with my friend from school. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. How was it? Was it fun? Do I want more light on me, or does the lighting look fine? I guess it looks fine. Hi, Regis. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Hello from Brazil. Hello. Good fackin' morning, y'all. Welcome to the Metal Monday stream. Got some chill vibes today. Did you guys have a good weekend? How are we doing? Hey, Tuman. How are you? Good morning. Or afternoon or evening, wherever you that be. Wherever that be. We're in PJs. Yes, we're in PJs. And that's okay. You know, sometimes you just gotta be in PJs. Also, yes, I'm wearing a shirt. Don't demonetize me, okay? This is a tank top. It just happens to be like the same color as my skin. So. You went to Crypta last night? Girl, I'm seeing them in October. That is like literally all who I want to see for that show. So I'm like, okay, I got to get there early because Crypta is opening. So they do good. How did Fernanda do? I saw my deputy PM Saturday at the festival. That's cool. Saw them this spring. Was it with the with Hatebreed and what is it? Carcass? Are you the only one on Twitch? You might be the only one so far that's like talking on Twitch. But I have Surgical Brutes in there. I'm calling you out. So I know he's VIP. We have other ones too. I think it's just, quiet. We're getting into the jams, They were playing with cattle this year. I guess I remember that. Fernanda is singing more than ever. Yeah, I'm so excited about seeing them. Then I just have to see Dying Fetus, and I'll be pretty much... If I could see Mortician, too, I'd be happy, but... the Dying Fetus and Mortician are going to be kind of the King Diamond, too. I would love to see. Sorry, wrapping up some morning work stuff. Honestly, so rude, Surgical Brute. You doing work stuff while we're having the stream? Like, come on. Priorities. Honestly. Crypto played with Hateful Murder. Ah. Bro, where is everyone, right? Hi, how are you? It's just a slow morning, you know? So rude, Kia of the mountain. Doing streams while I work. Hey, maybe we'll do some Saturday streams. I don't know. I've contemplated it. I know Russ would really like it, but I'm gonna keep my streams in the morning, bro. I can't do, like, I'm such a morning person. I have to do it in the mornings, you know? Hi, Ball. How are you? I don't go to concerts anymore because I have tinnitus, bro. Trust me, I understand. I'm doing so good. I have a brand new coffee mug. My fiance bought it for me. It's just from Walmart, but like, girl, can we just talk about this burn book thing, girl? Like, is this not totally me? Also, this movie is free right now on YouTube. Mean Girls, if you know you're into chick flicks or whatever. So, girl, I don't ever pay for movies, honestly. Like, I just go to Tubi or YouTube, girl. Watch Silent Hill. Finally made it through Silent Hill. And they have Silent Hill Revelations on Tubi right now. If you're looking for something to watch, girl. And the sets on Silent Hill are, like, actually so good. And I never realized that the cop in that movie is... Oh, it was her name Angela in The Walking Dead. I never realized she was in that. Tinnitus is ringing in the ears. Oh, yeah. Now I know what tinnitus is. You know what's actually crazy is... I swear, it's always the people on Twitter that bitch and complain about everything. But basically the VMAs were like earlier this week or whatever, earlier last week. And that guy, oh, what's his name? He's like the big producer that works with Taylor Swift, Jack Antonoff. That dude, Jack Antonoff, was wearing earplugs at the VMAs. And do you know how many people were like, he put in Apple AirBuds or whatever, like earbuds into his ears so he didn't have to listen to Katy Perry. They were going in on this dude, thinking that he was trying to be rude about whatever. It's just like stupid celebrity drama. And it's like, bro, he's literally just putting earbuds in, or like, you know, he's just putting little I forget what the word is. Earplugs? There you go. God, earplugs. He's just putting earplugs in, bro. He's not putting AirPods in so he can purposely ignore Katy Perry's music. It's dumb. All I can think if I upload the photos from Saturday is guys saying how hot the girls are. Yas, queen. I haven't seen Mean Girls, but I weirdly enjoy the Charlie XCX song of the same name. You should see Mean Girls. Everybody should see the movie Mean Girls for sure. It is a classic. If you like the movie The Hot Chick, which is also free on Tubi right now, and I watched that earlier, and it's so good. If you liked The Hot Chick, you would like Mean Girls, just for the culture. Hey, Andrew, how are you? When I went to my first metal show, earplugs are a must, right? I got called a poser because I would wear earplugs to shows. I think I've been called a poser for wearing earplugs like at least twice on my channel. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? Okay, well, have fun being deaf when you're 80 and you're trying, you know, your grandkids are trying to call your name across the room and you can't freaking hear them. Not me, girl. I will gladly be a poser with my earplugs, okay? I don't care. Did you listen to the Mean Girls Broadway soundtrack? No. No, I did not. It's not the one, no matter how good the show is. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it, bro. I could not believe, I think I've talked about this before, but I saw Kanye West at an arena in Seattle during his St. Pablo tour in like 2017. And I went with a friend or more, I guess, like a coworker. And the show was so freaking loud. Like, I took my earbuds out as soon as the show was over. You know, lights came on and whatever, and we were all leaving. And I took my earbuds out, and I was like, bro, or earplugs. I was like, how did you go this entire show without wearing earplugs? Latest than most YouTube weeds, and they're the ones who told me to wear earplugs. Oh, yes. Yes. If you're just hopping in, good morning. Hello, how are you? Or good afternoon. Happy Monday. We're just chilling. We're going to do a Nile tier list today. Oh, I've got records to show you, and I didn't get them. We're very prepared this morning. I've got coffee, though, at least, and I've got lip gloss, so your girl's prepared. Hola, how are you? How are you? Good morning. How are you doing? Hello from Argentina. Hi. We have so many people from all different kinds of countries in here today. I hope you're doing so well. Hello. It's probably afternoon for y'all. I know it's like lunchtime for people in Brazil, I'm pretty sure. And you want to know what time it is in Australia? It's like 1 a.m. I tried my best I tried to get everybody. Shannon! How are you? Welcome to the stream. Brazil is the same time zone as the USA. I think it's like a couple hours ahead, though, is it not? Or maybe it's... I think it's a couple hours ahead. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I can't wait to see you guys. And I'm good. Just about to get the kiddo to school. I know. I'm so excited to see y'all too. It's going to be so fun. Getting the kiddos to school. Shannon is my sister-in-law. About to be sister-in-law. I'm calling you out. That's right? Sister-in-law? I think that's what I don't know. I think that's what it would be. I'm in Perth, Australia. It's 10:15. Pretty much sisters. She's your sister. If she's your guy's sister, she's your sister-in-law.
Yes, queen,
almost sister-in-law.
Slay!
Hi, Vivi. How are you? Or is it Vicarious? Vivi. I'm going to call you Vivi. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing so super stinking well. I'm just going to call you my sister-in-law. That's just what it's going to be. I'm so happy that you're in the stream, though. 11:16 in our Argentina. Okay, because I quoted it based on certain just like country or certain cities in those countries, so it's not exact. Obviously, Australia is like huge. I was actually looking at the country of Australia yesterday, and bro, it is like all of y'all are basically just on the outskirts of the country. There's like a huge pocket in the center of Australia that's just, you know, Mad Max territory. But it's just, y'all have some scary insects and creatures. Like, your crocodiles are insane. There was a whole thread on Twitter I was looking at, and I was like, wow. Very fascinating. Oh. Isn't the U.S. kind of similar in that way? Maybe less extreme. The U.S. is... Honestly, the United States is like... There's so much. It's such a... It's kind of a small... I mean, we're not a small country. I don't think. But in comparison... There's a lot that we have. And it's very interesting. It's like you've got... Louisiana, and like Florida, which are kind of like swamplands, crocodiles, and you got New York City, which is like major, obviously, city, same with LA. Then you got beaches all in California, and then you can go to, North Dakota and freeze your balls off, and then you can go to Texas and, scary everything, most poisonous place on the planet, I think. Yeah. There was a picture of like one of the most poisonous snakes, and it was like just shoved into like this little crack in like this tree bark, and you could barely see it. And I was like, bro, are you kidding? Hi, Metallic Death. Also, how are you? Good morning. How are we doing? How are we doing? Europe only takes up like a third of our country. Really? Are we that big? Or no, Surgical Brute, are you in the U.S.? I forgot. Or am I thinking of Davey? You're in the U.S. Okay. Why are we talking about bringers of death? We're not. Why are you talking about bringers of death? Y'all don't refrigerate your milk since it has to travel so damn far. Davey is a Brit. That's what I thought. Hi, VL. How are you? How are we doing this morning? Yeah, we're going to do a Nile tier list, and we're going to be talking about some records today. I have to grab the vinyls, though. You want me to go grab those? Oh, I didn't have a community post today. Dang it! I wanted to post something, but I didn't really know what to post either. Because, like, Discord and I were talking about whether or not we thought reaction videos were dying on YouTube. So I guess chat, you could do, come into that conversation. That sounds great. They're definitely not dying. There's a lot of YouTubers that think that they are. But I was mostly just curious because I was thinking about it. I was talking to my fiance about it yesterday. And he was like, I think it's like an oversaturation, But they're still pretty popular. There's just such an influx, that is getting bloated. I think so. I think it's starting to plateau too. Because I think there's just so many people, doing it. It's hard to stand out. And then I also think that YouTube, somebody said that like they think the YouTube algorithm is just pushing reaction content further down and not making it as noticeable, unless you are like a major creator that's got like over 100,000 subscribers or something like that. And even then, thank you, Will. I appreciate that. All right, I'm going to get these vinyls. So if you want to chill for 1 second, I'm going to go grab those and I'll BRB, okay? Hi, Bigula. Hello. I'm going to grab these vinyls real quick. Okay? 1 second. Okay. Hi, Justin. How are you? So one of them I did show last week, but I said I hadn't listened to it, so I finally did. And I didn't grab the vinyl because it's still in my player, but it's a black vinyl and it's got Charles Manson in the center, which is cool. It's such an oversaturated genre of content, to be honest. I think so. Hi, Amphidosaur. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I've heard that if someone misses, like, say, 2 of your YouTube posts, your video is pretty much booted from their recs. There's a lot of people that don't get recommended. Yeah, I don't know, it's really weird because it's like YouTube is, their algorithm is weird. It's like they won't, like, you could be subscribed to a channel, but they won't push your videos. Like, I don't know, they just, unless you're like watching that person every single day or almost every single day, you could go without seeing their videos in your For You page or your recommendations, like, at all. And then there's also, they'll sometimes unsubscribe you from like your favorite content creators, So, good morning, Amphidosaur. How are you? You just finished the J-Dog Christian interview. How was it? I'm so happy he got his Glenn Benton interview. When he said that in chat last Monday, I was like, so excited for you. So, but yes, YouTube is funny. YouTube is a funny business. Okay, so yes, I talked about this band, which, because my sister-in-law is in the chat, will be much more respectful about these things. But that happens to me a lot. I dig the narrated creepypasta channels. I don't get Rex from new channels. Hi, Davey. Thank you so much for resubscribing. A whopping 10 months is crazy. You're hilarious. Do your thing, girl. Thank you. I will. I know, but, I want to be respectful. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, Davey. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing super stinking well. So this band, we did talk about them last week. I have an update on them. It's I'm headed out. Okay, bye, Shannon. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, falopid 10 months.
Yes, queen, slay.
Slay. Hi, Leo. Is it Leo? Yes, it is. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on because it makes me prettier. It doesn't and does. She's leaving. Continues the degeneracy as normal. I know. Sorry. I had a family member. I wanted to be, we're all degenerates here. Balls in your mouth. Hi, how are you? Oh, you were just in, were you just in the YouTube chat, Leo? Or no? Am I thinking of something else? Were we supposed to be acting presentable? No, it's just my sister-in-law was in chat. And she's awesome. She's got 2 little babes. She's got 2 little kiddos. So she was like, I'm taking them to school. So I was like, okay, I'll be on my best behavior. But now we can show the gory stuff. So yes, I heard that she was. Hi, Patriarch. How are you? All right, so we talked about CUM. That's literally the acronym for their name. Catasexual urge motivation. Bro, have I been talking about this band? I showed this cover. I'm just going to show it for a little bit. You need to listen to this band if you are a fan. CUM. If you are a fan of Mortician, Wormrot, Early Carcass, CUM. Listen to this band. Now, updates. I know I mentioned this. It's a black vinyl. This is their Death to Pigs release. It's a black vinyl. It's still my player, so I'm lazy. I didn't get it. But it's got Charles Manson in the center. It's dope. It's honestly so good. It's groovy. It's like Mortician, but without all of the horror movie samples. It's a little bit bouncier, a little bit groovier, and it's just a banger of an album. And you should absolutely hear this band now. I couldn't find like where their music was last stream, but I did do the research this time. So if you do want to listen to this band, which I highly recommend you do. I'm talking about that cum band again. I am. Listen to this band. They have all of their music on SoundCloud, and then you can also listen to it on Bandcamp. So if you have SoundCloud, listen to it because it's good. And I'm going to bring them up one more time. Sexual urge motivation. Because I want you to listen to it. This band is really, really good. And it's honestly one of the best discoveries of like this year, honestly. So I want to say that I actually found this band when I was searching up Catasexual Urge Motivation through Google. So, of course, you can check out their stuff on Spotify, it says. But, yeah, this is essentially what we got. So, this is from SoundCloud, but they've got this record here, which I don't know the name of. But the one that I was listening to is called Death to Pigs. Yeah. And that is this one, I think. So they've got all of this stuff. Full-length albums and everything on Spotify, or on SoundCloud, I mean. So go listen to them. Catasexual Urge Motivation. They're fire. Absolute fire. So what's their best song in your opinion, so I know what to listen to when I pull them up on Spotify? Just listen to this. Just listen to Death to Pigs. We also have their other one. I mean, literally this entire record is fire. Let's see. Because I don't have like any songs in particular. Because I don't remember song names. The demo, Death to Pigs, 1997. That's the one that was really good. And then we have another one. I forget what the other one was that we had. Yeah, you can use SoundCloud in your browser. Just start with Death to Pigs. Start with that one. We have another one. I don't remember which one it was called, though. You can just use SoundCloud. I found a power violence band. I think that's the wrong page. Let's see. You want me to show you their thing? They're from Japan. Death metal gore grind. That's their genre. They're super, super good. Highly recommend their stuff. I'm gonna take a coffee break. I know, I was gonna have a community post and I don't know what I wanted. Any of the Twitch comments in the YouTube chat? No, I separated the chats. So I don't know what catasexual means. Do you want me to look up the urban definition? Is it something that you need to listen to the whole release? Like, I probably shouldn't just listen to single songs. I would check out. I mean, you could. It's not like as much of a listening experience, I guess, as like Mortician, because I feel like Mortician is something where you would have to listen to the whole record through. I mean, I think it's really just up to you, because you could realistically listen to their songs just by themselves, because it's not like a concept sort of thing, you know. I have you playing on stream on my phone, and I'm streaming Death to Pigs. Do it! Death to Pigs is really good. Morticians suck. They do not suck. I love them. Literally one of my favorite bands. They're so, so, so good. That's fair. You're allowed to have your opinion. But actually, you're wrong. You're wrong. Death metal band from Japan with impressive instrumentals. I have not. I'll write them down though. Honestly, bro, like if we have a real conversation, like Japan, girl, their metal scene, it's fire. Like honestly, I feel like Japan's metal scene and power violence scene and everything is just like kicking the ass of ours for real. You're wrong. I know. I love when people tell me I'm wrong because of my opinion. And I'm like, music is subjective. We're allowed to have. There is no right or wrong opinion. Hold on. I'm going up. You can't trust in a woman's opinion on metal. I really want to. Oh, God. Just for the troll, I want to, like, make merch out of that. But then I want somebody to try and cancel me for that. And be like, yeah, no, somebody actually wrote that to me. Maybe I can also profit off of, like, go back to listening to Disney Channel. Mortician isn't deathcore at all, though, at all. No, they're definitely not deathcore. Do you remember when Bring Me the Horizon? So what is the deal with Bring Me the Horizon? Also, everybody is crying over this whole Linkin Park girl that's like taking up, you know. It's the amount of people that are like actually getting their panties in a twist over the Linkin Park situation is funny. I've never listened to Linkin Park. I saw a t-shirt once that said to listen to the bands on my shirt. It would have been from Hot Topic. Oh, God. The Linkin Park thing is pretty political. Yeah. Kind of get the kickback. Yeah. I didn't, like, see, because I was watching one thing from Tank about the situation yesterday. He was getting his ass chewed out because of his opinion on the situation, which, like, I don't care. Like, I literally have no opinion really on the matter because I literally have never listened to Linkin Park. I have heard of the band. I've never listened to them before. But of course, like, I couldn't avoid having all of the stuff against learning about all of, like, you know, this stuff against my will on like the internet of just people being like, oh, there's like this new singer that's taking up the band, you know, and then like something about Scientology and whatever. If you like power violence, check out Ground. Go to Totsukotsu. What is that? I'm going to try and find your comment again, but if you can... I wrote it down. I'm going up. Hold on. They're a death metal band from Japan. Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, Japan is like, their metal scene is so good. Death metal band from... And it's not really a surprise because I feel like those, Japan and, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say, like, South Korea. I feel like it's mostly, like, Japan. A lot of their fashion and their culture, their art, like, everything is, like, so fresh and so cool and just so interesting. Hi, Gory. How are you? Yeah, they have some really, really good. There's just a lot of really great bands coming out of those countries. More Japanese stuff. You wouldn't expect death metal from Japan. Bro, that's the thing. I'm going to make a video about it. The scene's not dying. No. You have to check out the shit from Japan. Like, you have to. I've talked about it multiple times. FOAD. F off and die. That distribution. Go to it. Great bands on there. So many from Japan. And, I mean, even Russ picked up a demo tape, paid $50 for the thing because it was a rarity for a cassette. But the bands on FOAD are so good. And you can't really find some of those records. I mean, you really have to buy, like, the physical media stuff. Some of the things might be on Bandcamp. Maybe SoundCloud, because SoundCloud's old, too. It's been around for a while. But, I mean, my God, some of the stuff there is just like... Wormrot is a great example. They're not from, they're not from Japan, obviously. But it's just so good. It's definitely the height of fashion. Hey, man, I love the studded leather Speedo. Heavy Metal Lucifer, or Metal Lucifer is what it is. Yeah. Morning, Russ. How are you? Yeah. There's a lot on Bandcamp. And that's the thing too, is like there's a lot of activity on Facebook for that kind of stuff too, which is interesting, which is why I'm trying to post more on Facebook. So if you use Facebook, go follow me. But we have there's just a lot of bands that are very active on Facebook, SoundCloud, Bandcamp. Yeah. You just got to know where to look for it, That's the thing. How are you doing, Harlan, by the way? Hi, Suwon. Keeping up with the YouTube chat, trying to. I got a couple more records to show you. I'm vaping THC. I'm not trying to pretend like I go to... Oh gosh, is there drama in the YouTube chat? Y'all are okay. Everything's gonna be fine. For us dumb Americans is that you can't read half the band's names because they're all the Japanese language. Yeah, it's very true. But my favorite thing about these like Japanese bands is that some of them speak English, but it's not very good English, and so their lyrics are they're just funny because it's like the sentence is there, like the idea is there, but it's not like completed. So it's like they're trying to say like, I go out and party, right? But it's like I go party out. I out go party or something like that. And I'm like, yes, I support you. Let's see. This one was good. Anime Slam. That is a thing. It's like that band Uwu that I've always wanted to check out. Phantasm. Do, do. And then this was Keeper of Dea. And I believe this was... Did you get this on Hells? I think you might have gotten this on Hells. I don't remember. When we listened to this. Maybe not. Phantasm. Keeper of Death. No, this is like their one and only full length. They're a thrash death metal band from Russia. But this is really good. Now, this is also something else we listened to. Phantasm. The E in Amphithesaur is a Barnes E. It's a long E like Rob Barrett. Oh, it's not a Barnes E. It's a Barrett. Amphithesaur. Amphetamine. Ah, not Fate E. Hey, Suman, y'all play nice, okay? I already had to deal with sassy people in my damn Discord this morning, okay? I literally rolled out of bed, and that's like the first thing I read. Some of y'all are sassy, okay? You need to calm down. Yeah, Keeper of Death. Like I said, it's Death Thrash. This is good. Is there fighting? Where do I need to get involved? I think this is literally just black. If I remember correctly, it's just black. I'm going to open it up so you can see. I honestly don't remember where we got this. I don't think it's a Hells. Was it a Hells release? I don't remember. I feel like it might have been. God. Sorry. Do I have enough room for all this? Maybe. Maybe not. Hi, Bumpkin. How are you, honey? A little floppy turd came in. Did you hear her? She was so floppy. Like who, though? Like what? Like who, though? You did ban Dylan? I did. He couldn't play nice with people, okay? He was taking up the listening parties. I'm sorry. You are nice. Amphithesaur. Yeah, it's just black. Just a black vinyl. Yeah, this is really good. And then we got a poster. Okay, I thought it was HHR, but I couldn't remember because their logo's not on it. Sometimes HHR's got like just random copies for sale. We got a poster. Dude had that coming the way he acted. And it's just like, just be nice. I don't know. Don't keep the listening parties like, you know, the listening parties channel in the Discord is for everybody, not just for one person. It's not for just for you to play your like 15-minute songs and then go and jerk off for like 20 minutes. Okay? Other people want to listen to stuff too. There's fighting, but I'm being heckled. It's okay. And then it's got this little thing too. All the time. It's healthy to be an a-hole because nice guys don't get away with it. Oh my god. What am I going to do with you guys? So, other side is lyrics. So again, this is Phantasm. And when I would post 2 songs, then make me listen to the whole album over again. Ugh. log into the listening party app, load up like a couple hours of music, and then just go AFK. God. I'll give you 2 extra tickets for you to use a contest for your followers. I know he gave you 2 for you and your man already. He did. Well, I think he's just like letting us come. I don't think he's not charging us, so he's just like letting us come for PR, which I'm really excited about. I will be honest, like I'll be totally transparent. I'm really excited for the interviews. I'm also really nervous because I've never done an interview before. So I just want to do good, and I just want to do good. I want to ask like good questions, and you know, but we'll see. I think it'll be fine. I'm really excited because, like I said, it's just been so slow for shows this year. We're contemplating, like I said, going to Hell's Heroes. Wait, sorry, who are you interviewing, girl? So I'm going to, the plan is, which granted it's in June, but the plan is to go to the Dead by Dog Fest, the thing that J-Dog is hosting. I'm going there. The plan is to either sit down and just like chat, interview, whatever, catch up with J-Dog himself, or with J-Dog and his 2 brothers. Just like what he's been posting. There's like a whole interview series with him and like his and 2 of his brothers. So it's doing that, and then he set me up an interview with Shane, if I'm remembering his name correctly, from the Lurking Corpses, which is a great band. They're like the Misfits, but they're underground. So not in character though. J-Dog was like, do you want Shane in character or not in character? And I literally watched like 5 seconds of his in character interview with him, and I was like, that might be too much for me. So you know what I mean about what? What are you guys talking about? How'd you and J-Dog manage to become chill with each other after the initial dust up? Well, what it was is that, like, I just have bigger balls than some of his subscribers, you know? That's really what it comes down to. So, he made the video initially, not because he was purposely trying to bully me, but the way that, oh my God, am I really gonna have to do this while talking? Okay. Essentially what happened, her balls are massive. It is. Yes. Well, essentially what happened, it's not his fault, but he was answering questions at the time. I think it was like answering questions from his viewers, and somebody said like, check out this girl, he always says my name wrong, which is fine. Amaya Kaya. He always calls me Amaya Kaya, which is fine. But how was somebody asked him like, hey, you should look at this absolute poser girl who's like wearing a Mortician shirt while watching, while reacting to Morbid Angel's Blessed or something. It was some Morbid Angel album, but it was a while ago. I mean, this was like back in my old house when I still had the green screen behind me. Yes, always struggling. But anyway, so he posts that video, and then somebody in my Discord was like, hey, J-Dog, did this video, whatever. And so I wrote on there explaining like the whole purpose of my you know, the reason why I got the shirt, which was because, you know, I had subscribers that were buying, you know, t-shirts. And I mean, I have so many things from my subscribers, like people have sent to me. So I was wearing a shirt that one of my subscribers sent me. And, you know, the whole purpose, obviously, of my channel, if you've been watching me for a while, is like me discovering metal for the first time, going through bands and like making videos about my first impression with the band. And I said that in the thing. And then we were cool. And he was like, you know, he basically responded. He was like, that's awesome. Like, you know, we should, I don't know, because he like, you know, I think I reached out to him or he emailed me or something like that. And I told him I would do a reaction to like Nun Slaughter, and we were chill after that. So Justin's brother interviewed him in character, and it was yeah, I don't think I could do the in character with Shane. So I never heard the story before. Yeah, no, I mean I beefed for like 2 seconds with him. Well, cause like he's really, really chill. Like J-Dog and I are super chill. And it's, again, not his fault because he was set up by somebody from his chat. And he actually filmed like a whole reaction video before, you know, I responded to his, you know, before I wrote a comment. He had actually did a whole like reaction video, as much as J-Dog can do one for his channel, watching that reaction, watching my video. And then he was like, I'm not going to post it because I was going in on you, and, you know, we're chill now, so. Dust up. Can we get the story on that? I'm all about, bro. I'm in the Discord talking to her all the time. Is there still sass in the YouTube chat? The YouTube chat is so tiny over here. Malignancy, those guys are hilarious. I would like to do more interviews. Who called you a poser? Oh, God. The list is very long, Amphedosaur. I still want to see the J-Dog roast I'm a Kaya video. Absolutely the frick not. Why would you want to see that? That's mean. No, because he said he went in on me. He said he like really went in on me, which, again, you know, this was way before we were like chill. There's so many people that call me a poser. So many people. But I do want to say that the one guy that said I'm a canoe, I love you. Because I love that. No one knows what you're talking about, Discord, or otherwise. One of the effects of... Suman, chill. You're okay. Everything's going to be fine. Hi, Iron Diamond. Oh. Metallic Death's like, I'm going to go to YouTube now. You're not cool unless you've called Kaya a poser at least once. I'm the biggest poser there is. Everybody knows this. You know? Because I just listen to Taylor Swift in my off time, right? Don't trust my opinion because I'm a woman. That's right, right? I feel like having some tea. I got one more vinyl to show you. Abscess. I feel like you'd enjoy doing interviews more if you didn't have to talk to people. Don't call me out like that, okay? I'm an extreme introvert, and I just want you to know that, like, actually, like, I don't like to socialize. I don't like to socialize at all. I don't like talking to people. or like in person or otherwise. So, but that's okay. You're welcome. Because she's a canoe. Being a woman has nothing to do with it. Apparently, both of those things have everything to do with it. Hi, Milan. How are you? Why are we zoomed in? Because I wanted to zoom myself in. You know, somebody watched one of my shorts, and I guess, like, my face was too zoomed in, and they were like, I like close-ups of Kaya, but I don't think I can deal with this close-up of Kaya. And I'm like, honestly, so rude. That scuffle on YouTube was terrible. Not even worth laughing at. Oh, God. I don't know why I sounded so much like a witch there. Ah, my God. Also, the death scene, I'm kind of a spoiler, the death scene of the witch in Silent Hill, barbed wire up the coot, girl. Like, that is so awful. That's just, like, so painful. Yeah, we're going to talk about abscess. I'm going to bring them up real quick. Ba 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 da. Bum, 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 ba-da. Oh, God. Which abscess is it, babe? Is it the one that's... God. Help me. I don't get bothered being called a poser. I call them worse. LOL. When are you going to collab with JB Bob? Who's JB Bob? Is that the SpongeBob troll dude? Basically, yeah, abscess, and it's their horror hammer from Abscess. I'm trying to find it on give me 1 second. Horror hammer. There we go. I found it. So they are death metal punk from California. Just making sure I've got all my facts right. And they started in like 94. They have their first album from 96. They're still kind of making music-ish. But yeah, this one is their 4th record from 2007 called Horror Hammer. Just search the album, I guess. Yeah, that's what I did. Thanks. I really needed your help there. So, limited edition, heavyweight blue vinyl. That's what it looks like. Called Dr. Pimple Popper. Prof. Oh, sorry. That's what it looks like. You're welcome. He collabed with MOD. There's a lot of... Yeah, I feel like the rest of the metal YouTubers, like... Do they beef? I've only beefed with one for like 2 seconds, and now we're chill. I haven't beefed with any of the other ones. Although nobody should come. If anybody comes for my dude Explosive Action, we're gonna have beef, okay? So you just leave him alone. Bro, I don't remember this album being so fucking beautiful. Okay, girl, look, if you're gonna be in here, we have to talk about you literally. Get out. Oh, God. Oh, God. Prof, please. Can see me getting roasted in here? Merge the chats, huh? Do you want me to merge them again? I mostly did it because I thought that the bot thing was like annoying for y'all. Isn't it fast how crazy? Isn't it crazy how fast Wikipedia works now? Does it? Look how beautiful that is. So this is the Abscess Horror. God, what is it called again? Horror Hammer. Not all of the chat shows. Yeah, I just like mostly disbanded it because I don't like that it says like Restream bot, you know, and then it has a YouTuber's message. Because I mean, I don't know if you guys care about this shit or not. I've said many times I'm into this kind of like tech stuff, but there's not really a good chat combining bot when you're streaming right now. Like they have to have like their little stamp on it. So like I use Restream to stream on YouTube and Twitch. So if I combine the chats and have you guys see it, then it'll say like Restream bot in parentheses, and then it'll have the YouTube message, and that'll show up in Twitch, and vice versa for YouTube. So there's not really a seamless way to combine the chats without having like the bot show. It's ugly, but it's not annoying. Exactly. Like, it's ugly. It's not annoying, but it is. It isn't. I don't know. It's just a lot. So, there's not enough people in here with just YouTube. There usually is. Suman. Look. You're okay. It's okay. The real streams happen on Friday and Wednesdays. So, starting in October, if you're curious, we're going to be doing the Wednesday streams. I'm thinking every Wednesday. So, it's been like bi-weekly for August and September. So, once October rolls around, we'll do every Wednesday. So, we'll do the variety streams. Granted, I'm going to put gaming as an option. Okay? We'll keep it as an option. But I think most people are just going to vote for like classic albums or like a full album listening. So maybe we'll keep gaming as an option. Because I know I have some people that really like watching my gaming. I don't know why, because I'm trash. But classic albums going that option, you already know. Yeah. So, well, that's the thing is like, I gave up on the gaming. But that's the thing is like, if I do the streams on Wednesdays, we can listen to like a full album, and then I could just repurpose that as like content on YouTube and for Patreon. So it just helps along the way. So, you know. Sorry, that's like very cold, gross ass coffee right there. Such a cute mug, awful ass coffee right now. You haven't done that poll on YouTube, have you? For what? Classic album? At least until you get your wisdom teeth out, then all plants go out the window and you're sucking on yogurt and ice cream diet. Yeah. No, I haven't done it for YouTube. Mostly because like I'll do the polls either in Patreon or in Discord to decide those variety streams, because not everybody on YouTube has a Twitch and not everybody on YouTube cares about Twitch. So I didn't do one on, for Instagram, I literally just asked, like, do you want to see gaming content? That's really what I asked. So, yes, God, don't remind me that I forgot about my wisdom teeth thing. Shit. Yeah, because if I do it every Wednesday, let's see. Because, I could basically do it. Okay, so we can do it the 2nd and the 9th. And then the 23rd and the 30th. Probably. the 23rd, because I get my wisdom teeth out on the 15th on that Tuesday. So I'll definitely be out for at least the next 3 days after that. So, and it got cooked, I think. Just a lot of, no, actually a lot of people said that they would like it, but then more people said I didn't know you had a Twitch. So I was like, oh, okay. Hi, Lutfi. How are you? We should introduce Kaya to Pentagram. Sam, hello. Favorite death metal band as of recent. Much support from the UK. Ooh, hi Sam, how are you? Favorite death metal band as of recent. That's hard. That's hard. Like, are we talking current or OG? Could it be anybody? Clog it up with banter about me. That's worse than what you're accusing me of. So troll on, and if she wants you to stick around, that's on her. Okay. Can you stop actually trolling him, please? You gotta leave, Russ. Bye. Have a good rest of your day. Current death metal band? I don't think I have a current. Yeah, Crypta. It'd probably be Crypta. It probably would be Crypta for a current death metal band. Because, like, I really haven't listened to too much from 200 Stab Wounds. Undeath, actually, now that I think about it, Undeath is really good. And Crypta. Trying to think. You could put Skeletal Remains. I really haven't listened to anything new from them. I liked the new Fulci, but I'm not super familiar with their discography. So I would say Crypta or Undeath. Yours is Nails. The new album sounds so clean. So I'm thinking we'll do a listening party to the new Nails record. This Wednesday, I'm going to catch up on a few things. I've got a few videos planned for us. And I'm also wrapping up my Deceased recap. So, Molder. Are you leaving, Prof? Molder, yeah. I got asked, I don't know if you guys know this. I got asked by Prosthetic Records to basically do a dive into Molder because they have a new album coming out in November. So we already pre-ordered it, and I told the guy that, and I think he might send me like a copy early. I'm not sure exactly. There's no guarantees on that, but I'm really excited about Molder. But yeah, I'm thinking it won't be this week, but I'm thinking next week we'll do Gatecreeper, and we'll probably do Nails. So maybe in the same stream, because the Nails record is really short. So we could probably just do both of those. And then the new Black Dahlia Murder album comes out 2 days after that. So gonna roast the Gatecreeper album. Don't. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I went there to meet the old guitarist of Megadeth like 15 years ago. Really? That's so cool. Oh, a posture check. Posture check. Don't worry, I saw it. I forgot Brute also loves Mellow Death. No. Russ absolutely hates Mellow Death. He hates it so much with his heart. You saw his message in Discord. He literally, he was like, I loved all of their previous stuff. And then he pre-orders the new Gate Creeper record and, listened to it once and was like, that sucks. And then he just, dumped it. New Dying Fetus was my favorite release last year. Oh, yeah. New Dying Fetus, yes. That was my album of the year last year. I think it depends. There's still a few records that I haven't. Hi, Jay. There's still there are actually several records I'm catching up on right now. So as of right now, my album of the year is Deceased, Children of the Morgue. As of right now. So, and like I said, there's still a lot of music I need to catch up on. I literally have not listened to very many new records. So, I still need to listen to the new Job for a Cowboy. I still need to listen to Gate Creeper. The new Judas Priest album actually is really, really good. So, new metal media. What does that mean? But I've listened to the new 6 Feet Under and I listened to the new Deicide. And the new Deceased. So, those were good. Tadu, hello. How are you? Metal Mags. That was my impression of 6 Feet Under. What is that? Un aus pre-chill. What? Ah, yes, the new Lurking Corpses. I do remember that. Frozen Soul, I didn't get to see. I know that they're coming back to Oklahoma, but meh. SFU have been subpar from the start. I've talked about this before. I kind of like 6 Feet Under, but for reasons that aren't the reasons that you should like them. I have a soft spot in my heart for them. Don't blame me, love made me crazy. If it doesn't, you ain't doing it right. Oh, Lord, save me, my drug is my baby I've been using for the rest of my life. Can't wait for people to be like, giving it too sweet. Such a poser guy. Tay-Tay. Ooh, Maryland Death Fest looks good. You want to look at the lineup? Okay, what is this band that you're telling me to listen to? Oh my god. Why does it have to have, who is going to be able to pronounce that? What does that even look like in metal script? Aus pre Chlichen Colton. Death metal from Chile. God, I don't even know what that means. Aus pre Chlichen. Death metal from Chile. Got it. That's totally how that's pronounced, by the way. Just so you know. Chile is making the best death metal out of anywhere right now. I beg to differ. Beg to differ. I don't get to hear as much as you do, but for me, it's one malignancy denial. Everybody else can get in line behind them for 2024. Ugh. We should do that Nile tier list now. Malignancy. Hi, all. Aws, how are you? Un aus Sprecklick in Colton. God. She shot you down real quick for what? Oh, yes. Yes. I remember. She's for being wrong. No. Everybody loves to tell me that I'm wrong. But I am never wrong. Okay, so we wanted to look at what? This thing? Maryland Death Fest. Alright, you want to look at the lineup? Did it just come out? Sort of. Death Fest. See, I would love to do Maryland Death Fest, but honestly, festivals, man, they just like get so much out of me. Alright, bro, this already looks fire. Can you see this? I'm gonna have to like pull it up more. I wonder if I can like pull it up here. Hold on. There you go. I'm just gonna leave it like this because I have my other screen set up for the tier list we're about to do. So, hi Justin, how are you? How's it going? Their lineup's been out for a few weeks. Pre-fest is not worth the money. Is this their pre-fest? So if you're curious, this is, y'all can still see this. You can see some of it, it's fine. Maryland Death Fest, May 22nd to 25th in Baltimore. So the bands we've got, just you can see some of them, but we've got Obituary, Celtic Frost, Paradise Lost. We also have Witchcraft, Dark Funeral, Asphyx, Unleashed or something like that. Nile, our boys Nile, coming out. I don't even know what that is. We got Sadist. We got Razor. Cynic Incantation. That one's going to be good. I don't know what this is. Orange Goblin. I don't know who this is. We got Benediction. Unleashed. Is that what it is? Okay, that's what I thought. Unleashed. It's Unleashed, right? Don't judge me. I'm trying my best. Campfar with a K. You're welcome. We got Christian. That one's gonna be great. LK, I think is what that is. Devourment. That one's gonna be great. Skepticism. Don't judge me. Why must this happen? What? Goodalax. That one's gonna be great. I am never gonna be somebody that can pronounce this shit properly, okay? If you're looking for like grammar lessons, it ain't here, okay? I can hardly read as it is. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. And don't judge me. Okay, now I lost my place. Goodalax. We got Moonfall. Oh my god. Mournful Congregation. Shape of Despair. General Surgery. That one's gonna be cool. I have no idea what that is. Probably be outside in a torrential downpour. Yeah. Excel. We got Holder. Wormed. That one's going to be cool. Cripple Bastards. Evoken. Dusk. Failure. And Caustic Wound. I've heard of them. I have no idea. Oh, God. They put all of the hard to read names down below. I wonder if they have like the actual names. Normally they have like all the names of the bands. View all special sets. View the daily lineup. Christian is on there. Hi, Last Fast. How are you? All right. Wednesday, we've got Cancer. Chained to the Bottom of the Ocean. Pentagram. Tribulation and whatever that is. Witchcraft and Satan's Satire. Satires. Let's see if we have a list. Can you give me a list? No? Fine. Anyway, that's what we got for the Maryland Death Fest. Is that Sodom? I think they're on here. Celtic Frost, that would be cool. Gudalax, Christian, Nile would be cool. Dark Funeral, Unleashed. Sadis. Yay! Thank you. We got a lot of great bands. If I was going to this, I've already seen Obituary, but I love them. I would probably see Devourment for sure on that Thursday. Let's say if I could go for the pre-fest. If I could go for Wednesday, I don't know if I would go for Wednesday. Thursday, don't really care about anybody on Thursday. Yeah, I would go, except for Devourment. That's who I would go see. Friday, I'd probably see Asphyx. And yeah, maybe, I don't know, this LK band looks cool. Do you like Winter Sun? I think they're okay. Their newest album, Time 2, was not terrible. I thought it was like a 7 out of 10. They just take a long time to release stuff. L-I-K, like lick? Oh. What are they? Because that looks really cool just from their logo. I don't know. They could be ass. I really don't know. Death metal? Do you like them? What's the overall consensus? Swedish style. They're solid. Okay. I'll write it down. Sorry, I know like the list is like there but not there. You're welcome. I always grab a pen to write shit down, and I have a pen in here. It's L-I-K. Okay. Saturday, I'd probably do Paradise Lost. Ooh, Cynic. Sadis. And Wormed. General Surgery. Those who are the ones I would be the most interested in. Definitely Nile. I would want to see on Sunday with Christian. Gudalax I'd want to see. Celtic Frost I'd be interested. Dark Funeral. Hard pass. Caustic Wound I'd like to see. Flesh Grinder. Is the bands you want to see always seem to get their sets cut short? Yeah, or they're like wicked behind. They're like super behind, or they're like on time. But yeah, their sets just get cut short. All right. Are we ready to do a tier list? Are we? Because we're going to do one. Okay. We're going to do a tier list now. A Goodalax is probably wild. Do you think so? Incantation is just amazing. You should absolutely go see Incantation if you can. Oh, I really want to go to Maryland Death Fest so bad. But yeah, it's just like with festivals in general, I'm kind of sensitive to like standing for so long. Because I just like, I don't know. Festival bathrooms. Yeah, especially as a chick. Y'all dudes are so freaking lucky. Are you kidding? I wish I could pee standing up. Okay. But no. I have to deal with porta potties. And I don't want to sit on those things. Okay? And sometimes people just eat the worst kind of crap they can. And then they go to a festival and then they just blow up a toilet. And I'm like, bro. Okay? Better than porta potties? Yeah, right. All right. So we are going to do a tier list for Nile. I'm really excited to do this because we just did our deep dive / discography recap into Nile, which I just posted a few days ago. So if you haven't seen that already, you should, because I worked really hard on it and I had so much fun doing it, and I'm really proud of that video. And I included some really funny like skits and some GIFs, and it was just fun. Even though some people didn't like it, I realized it's not going to be everybody's thing, but I had a blast doing that video. So yeah. But we're going to get into it. Let's bring it up. All right. Hopefully this still looks good, because I know Tiermaker has, like ads, so I'm trying to make sure the ads don't pop up. So, Nile, obviously, for a refresher, if you need one, they're a death metal band whose entire shtick is, of course, Egyptian themes. So some people say they're Egyptian death metal. I agree with that sentiment. So that's literally the entire thing. Went through an extensive dive. So we're going to talk about each album and rank them. So I want to just grab my notes real quick so I have a refresher on stuff. Even though I'm pretty familiar with the records themselves. Why do you sound so desperate for people to know the setup? I think he's just passionate about it, you know? He's just passionate about it. Also, thank you, Suman. I appreciate your comment. I really tried. It was so much fun. Rusty was looking at me like I was absolutely crazy when I was filming some of those things. Let's see. All right. Yes. So, are we ready? I'll put this up here. All right. So the first record we're going to talk about, of course, is their 1998 record, The Catacombs of Nefrenka. So actually, I want to make sure I get all my dates right, too. You're welcome for being super prepared. Love me for who I am and not what I'm not. Okay. When Black Seeds came out, that's so cool. Yeah, this band was so much fun to dive into. So the first album we'll talk about is, of course, their debut, Amongst the Catacombs of Nefrenka, from 1998. This, I thought, was a very, very solid debut. Of course, we're going to keep adjusting shit. So this is our little baby. I'm just going to stick it here for right now. We got Nefrenka. This I thought was a very solid debut. Like I mentioned in my deep dive, it's very cinematic sounding. There's a lot of Middle Eastern instrumentals and elements throughout this, layering the album. It's very, like I said, cinematic. Makes me feel like I'm in The Mummy. The music is really good. The production, I feel like, is a little bit raw, but it's not in a bad way. And I enjoyed it. I mean, I definitely enjoyed it. So I don't think it's like absolutely the best, because I know from, at least in my perspective, that Nile did a better job in later albums. So I do think that I would stick, I think I would stick Nefrenka in A tier. I think it's a great debut, honestly. But they did better. They did get better. So, Black Seeds of Vengeance from 2000. Catacombs was already out when I discovered Nile, so I won't pretend like I had the demos before Dallas was in the band. Yeah, I have not checked out anything other than the full lengths from them. One of the best shows. I have a feeling Nile would be such a fun show to see live. Like, I would love to see Nile live, just because I feel like they would really make it an experience, for the viewer. Black Seeds of Vengeance, I do think is also going to go into A tier, because I think the production is honestly better on their second record, but it still has that kind of like cinematic experience like they had with Nefrenka. So it's very groovy and melodic in areas. Everything goes in D tier? No. But I do think it's better. I do think Black Seeds of Vengeance is just a little bit better than Nile. Just because, again, the production is really good. And like I said, it's like they took everything that they did in Nefrenka and everything they learned, and they just made it better. They learned from their mistakes, and they tightened up and they cleaned up their sound a lot, and that is what I really, really enjoyed. And you have some really, really awesome tracks on here. So, and it kind of has some of that like old school death metal vibes. I mentioned this in my deep dive also. So you get a lot of their tracks remind me of like old school Immolation or Deicide or Obituary, but of course they've got that kind of like melodic twist to it. So, which is 8 of their early tracks. I have not listened to it. I've not listened to that specific one. And then we go into their next album, In Their Darkened Shrines, which I'm not crazy about this particular album cover, but there are some pretty decent bangers on here. And I feel like, again, this is another like cinematic experience for me. It's kind of like slow jammy vibes. Reminds me of, again, old school death metal, sort of. I really liked the tracks Sarcophagus. I liked I Whisper in the Ear of the Dead. And then, of course, this is the record that has the kind of like 4-part song at the end. So it's like in their darkened shrines, part 1, part 2, 3, and 4, which I thought was super, super creative. Hi Ale, how are you? So I think that this record again I think it's A tier as well. Actually, do I think it's A tier? Yeah, because I don't think it's bad. Yeah, I would keep it in A tier. Because, like, what I really liked about these 3 albums, is that it's the best of that kind of cinematic melodic experience. So, like I mentioned in my dive, Nile has these kind of 2 different parts of their albums. It's like either albums that focus more on the Egyptian themes and create the cinematic experience, or they focus more on the tech death and Egyptian stuff is just kind of like filtered in, and it's very, very split. And so these, I think, are like the first 3 albums are like the best of the cinematic experience in my opinion. Watch the video, she begs to differ. No, Nile just doesn't have a bad album at all. Yes and no. Yeah, I agree. They don't have like a trash album. I think these are the best like 3 records for that like cinematic Egyptian style. Now, Annihilation of the Wicked, I think most people would put this in S tier. It's a banger album. So this is like the first record in Nile's discography where they did less of the Egyptian music, themes, instrumental, stuff like that. And they focused more on the music, the tech death, bringing that kind of brutality. Carl sounds great on this. And it is just such a banger. Annihilation of the Wicked is such a banger. From 2005, it's amazing. Honestly, it's such a great album. It's paced really well. And you just have really great songs. You just have really, really great songs. Yeah, and they do have some longer tracks on this record. But again, I think it's paced very, very well. And I think a lot of people, say that this is one of their favorite records for sure. This is just where they perfected their sound again, but they just pulled back just a little bit. And they have, like I said, longer songs. So like the last track, Vaughn Colton, I'm just gonna say for short, and then the Usur Matre. Both of those are longer songs, and they don't feel that long. They're just like little farts in the winds, but in a good way. So definitely think Annihilation of the Wicked, S tier. Then we have Ithyphallic. I said in my dive, Ithyphallic is the weakest one for me, honestly. And I think I'm going to put it in C tier. Now, I will say... yeah, no, I was going to say something, but I'm going to redact it. So, I think, honestly, that Ithyphallic is a weak album, in my opinion. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think the production is quite weak. I don't think Carl sounds super good. And it's just not their best work, honestly, and I think it's mostly just for the production. It is really what it is. So that album's rough. Rough for me. But I did like the last track, Even the Gods Must Die. And I really liked the guitar riff in that. I thought it was a banger. And it's a 10-minute song. So, I mean, Nile does have this gift of, like, doing, again, longer songs that don't sound that long. I'm surprised to hear like in the comments that people really liked It the Phallic. I also had another subscriber that said that I was probably one of the first ones to like actually praise the production on Black Seeds of Vengeance. But I just noticed a huge difference in my speakers, at least when I was first listening to it, that the production was better in my opinion. But it just sounded so flat and so weak for It the Phallic. So that is just kind of how I feel about that one. Then we have then we have their 2009 album, Those Whom the Gods Detest. Now, this album, I have to say, is definitely, yeah, I think it's S tier. So this is in like my top 3 Nile records. I thought this album was an absolute banger. And again, it's very, very similar just in the way it's laid out to Annihilation of the Wicked. It's less on the cinematic Egyptian themes and more on the tech death, focusing more on that. So it's very brutal. It's got, you know, the tech elements. They still bring some of the Egyptian flair because obviously that's their niche, but they focus more on the music. And that is really, really, really where they shine. Like I said, they got the 2 pockets, you know? So the first 3 albums really, really show that cinematic side. This record, Those Whom the Gods Detest, which I also said the name wrong in the video. You're welcome. But it's really, really good. It's really good. And they only put 1 instrumental on the album, which is kind of crazy. So, I want to know what your thoughts are on To Whom the Gods Detest. But it's really good. I really liked the song. This is the right record, yeah. Uda Rances. I thought that was a banger with really good grooves, had nice technical elements to it. And then I also liked the title track with the traditional instruments. Your personal fave is To Whom the Gods Detest. Yes, it's really good. It's really good. It's groovy. It's riffy. It's just a solid album. It's a solid album. I liked it so much more than It the Phallic. So, it's very good. At the Gates of Sethu from 2012. What did you think about this album? So, this record, I thought this was okay. I think it's solid B tier. I think it's better than It the Phallic, but I also don't think it's as good as like the first 3 records. It's all right. I think that, again, and I mentioned this in my dive, that Nile kind of reminds me of Cannibal Corpse because a lot of their stuff sounds the same, and it can get kind of repetitive and hard for songs to kind of, you know, be different. To sparkle, I guess you could say. So you probably have it lower, like a C. Yeah, I think it's better than The Phallic, but it's just not very memorable. Like, honestly, when I think about at the Gates of Sethu, I honestly don't really remember any songs. Like, not anything really stands out. I don't even have anything highlighted, like, in my notes. But I still thought it was pretty good. There were some really good melodic moments on this with some good eerie elements, too. And I do think that Carl also redeemed himself on this record as well from It the Phallic. So, it's just not very memorable. So, I think it's B tier. And then we got, what is this one called? It's What Should Not Be Unearthed. So then we have What Should Not Be Unearthed from 2015. And this record I also thought was okay. It's a compilation. What Should Not Be Unearthed? I thought it was okay. It's all sounding relatively the same. Again, like Cannibal Corpse. I honestly can't really remember much from this record. I think it was fine. Call to Destruction started off us with a banger. I thought that was a really strong opener. Negating the Abominable Coils of a Pep was groovy and super aggressive is what I thought. Again, with the like swinging guitar notes, I do remember those being really aggressive. So I think that this record is also B tier. I think it's fine, you know, because I really would listen to these 5 records over these 2. Nile, what booty? What? What's your overall impression on Nile? I'll get to that. I'm almost done. All right, now we have the fun part. Now we have the last 2 records, which I'm just going to tell you right now, okay? Vile Nilotic Rights, Bestie from 2019, absolute S tier for me. Fire, dope ass record. Like, honestly, Vile Nilotic Rights is fighting neck and neck with Annihilation of the Wicked in terms of like my favorite albums. Like, I was not expecting to enjoy Vile Nilotic Rights as much as I did. And I really don't know how to describe like At the Gates of Sethu and What Should Not Be Unearthed, like, because I feel like they're just so boring. there's not a lot that's very memorable, and I don't know what they did with Vile Nilotic Rights to make it so good, but they just brought the power back. They brought that same kind of aggression to their music, like what they did with Annihilation of the Wicked. They just they just brought it back. They just perfected their sound. They didn't focus so much on, again, the Egyptian elements, and they kept it to that. They kept it to the tech death. It's such a good album. Like, the listening experience is just, it's so smooth, and it just makes you want to listen to it again. It's honestly such a perfect album. And I had so much fun listening to it. I literally had so much fun listening to it. And it's cool because they brought like big trumpets in the song Seven Horns of War, which kind of makes you think of The Mummy, but they don't stay to it very long. You know, they don't stay there very long. It's such a fun record. It's honestly such a fun record. And I was very happy with it. I was very, very happy with it. So, hi, Brandon. How are you? Black Seeds Vengeance is up there for me with the first album. Yeah, Black Seeds is pretty good. But like I said, I think I prefer Nile, again, when they focus more on the tech death and less on the instrumentals. Hi, Lapos. How are you? And yeah, they brought the trumpets in too for the last song, We Are Cursed, which was a very groovy song. And then, yeah, I basically thought that Vile Nilotic Rights was like Annihilation of the Wicked 2.0. That's basically what I thought. It's a very good album. So now let's talk about their new record. The Underworld Awaits Us All. Are we ready for my thoughts on that? So a lot of people were gassing up this record. The Underworld Awaits Us All from 2024. Now, this is an important record in Nile's discography because they're actually with not Nuclear Blast. They're actually with Napalm Records, which their previous album, which, just so I make sure I have all my facts right, I believe, yeah. So their previous record was with Nuclear Blast, which the bands that are signed to Nuclear Blast and the ones that are signed to Napalm are kind of different. Not saying that it's good or bad, but I was a little bit nervous. I'm going to be honest. I was a little bit nervous about Nile being signed to Napalm. I love Napalm. They've got really, really good artists. I was a little nervous. A little bit. This record is one of the weakest records, I think, in their discography. And I mentioned in my dive, and I've talked about it extensively right now, because it's lacking in both the areas that Nile is really, really good at. So with the first 3 albums, again, cinematic Egyptian experience, like you're in The Mummy, right? Like you're in the movie The Mummy, and you're listening to the music for that. Or Annihilation of the Wicked, Vile Nilotic Rites, not black seeds, but those whom the gods detest. You're in the tech death. You're super into that. This album lacks in both of those elements for me. I think the production is super weak. I think it's way too thin. And that was my biggest concern. Like, honestly, I was a little worried because I was like, ooh, I don't know if the production's going to be very good, because I didn't like the single, Chapter for Not Being Hung Upside Down, Apes and Feces. That song was not good. Not good. It's not good. I didn't like it. I hated the music video. I'm just going to be honest. I thought it was not good. So I was very disappointed with this record. I just know that they've done better. They've absolutely done better. And if you love this record, I totally, totally support you, because truly, I don't think Nile has like a flop record, like actual garbage record. I do think this is the weakest one in their discography for me, which is why I'm putting it in D tier, because I don't personally see myself coming back to this record. I don't see myself coming back to It the Phallic, but I think the overall production for The Underworld Awaits Us All, and just like the severe lack of the Egyptian elements and the severe lack of any sort of diversity in the tech death music is just not there for me. So I just don't see myself coming back to it. I mentioned in my dive that this like final instrumental was kind of a cool experience, Lament for the Destruction of Time, because it sounds like these giant rocks that are moving around. So it was a very visual experience for me, which I enjoyed. But yeah, you really don't have a lot to work with here. So the tech death is very repetitive and stale. And then the Egyptian elements are literally just not there. Like, you have like some gong hits, and then the choir they used was very just stripped down and flat and small, and it wasn't for me. So that's my tier list. So I do think their best records, their top 3 albums for me, which is tied. Number 1 is tied between Vile Nilotic Rites and Annihilation of the Wicked, and then To Whom the Gods Detest. I always get it wrong. Those Whom the Gods Detest is like number 3. So Festivals of Atonement's your favorite? I've got their thing pulled up on. So it's an EP. Yeah, see, so for my dives, I really just focus on the full lengths. Unless like the band is like strictly doing all EPs or something like that. I try and stay away from like EPs or cover albums unless it's like very much a part of their thing, like, you know, the Graveyard Classics for 6 Feet Under, for example. So I was contemplating doing this EP, but I ultimately just left it out. So, overall thoughts on Nile. I think that Nile is... I think they're a very niche band, but I enjoy their sound. Like, they're not going to be for everybody, right? Because it's, it's tech death, which is already not for everybody to begin with. But then it's like Egyptian tech death. So if you're really into that kind of vibe, that history kind of vibe, then it would be, then I think it would be up your alley. So I think a lot of people who are super into tech death or like hardcore fans of Nile love this record, which of course, I get. I totally get. I am not the biggest listener of tech death. I do enjoy some of it. But if y'all have been watching me for a while, you know that my genres are like gore grind, death metal, grindcore. Like that is my pocket. BDM. So it's like that's where I mostly listen to my stuff. So I really, really enjoyed the listening experience, like diving through Nile. They are very unique. And I like the history behind it. I liked researching like what Carl's inspiration was for a lot of the albums, learning just some basic like Egyptian history. And I just love a band that incorporates a lot of instrumentals and vibes into their music like that. So Nile is Nile. No one else is Nile. It's true. Nile is very, very particular. I mean, they're in a good way. Like, they're their own pocket. They're their own thing. And they're their own little niche. And so it's like that makes it cool, and it also makes it particular for some people. So I don't think it's definitely not my favorite album that they released. But that's okay. It's also because I know that they've just released better. So that's my tier list. So hopefully you enjoyed that tier list, and you'll have to let me know down below in the comments or the chat what your favorite, where would you put these records? Would you put them, where would you put the new one? Where would you put the new Nile record? Would you put it in A tier? Or would you put it in D tier? So you're thinking you'd put it in A tier? Yeah. They haven't released, I mean, it had been a while since they released a record. Like 5 years too. So it's like I appreciate the growth. So I think it's fine. You asked me something earlier. Somebody did. Where is it? You asked me like what my overall thoughts were on them. Did I answer that question for you? I'm trying to find it. Hi, Justin. Are you leaving? I hope you have a good rest of your day. You need more time with the new album. Another person did say that the new album was a grower too. So maybe I just need to listen to it more, and that's the thing too, is like, it's hard to, like, you can have an opinion about something when a new album comes out, but I genuinely feel like people won't really know how they feel about an album in comparison to the rest of that artist's discography until several months later when they've had time to sit on the record, So, like in 6 months, I think people will really be able to see how, they feel about it. So, people always say that. Say what, Justin? I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Hey.
Hi, Mafwi. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for resubscribing for 7 whole months. That's amazing. Thank you. Just came home from a workout. Nice. Yeah, so that was my tier list. Don't be surprised if you see that as a repurposed YouTube video, by the way. You're welcome. Just doing, farming some content over here. You're welcome. Morbid Angel has not put out a stellar album in years. It's sad considering how great they were. They're supposed to release something, but then again, I feel like saying, oh yeah, we'll get a new Morbid Angel album is like saying, oh yeah, we'll get a new King Diamond record. You know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because with Trey's little incident last year, or was it earlier this year? It might have been earlier this year. I don't know. We'll see if we get a new record. So, but yeah, I'm going to leave the stream there, I think. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope to see you this Friday in the Twitch stream. We're going to be doing a listening party if you're new to this. It's on Twitch only, but you can come and party with us. We're going to be doing a hardcore punk themed listening party on Friday. So we're looking for, like I said, hardcore punk music. So yeah, come and join us. You can join my Discord, The Mosh Pit. Submit a song request through Twitch Picks by reading the pinned post if you'd like. And we would love to see you there. We're always looking for new people, so don't be shy if you're new. I know you probably see the same names consistently, but we're always looking for new people. So I appreciate you being here. And I'll see you later, okay? Okay. Please take care. And yeah, we'll see you later, okay? Bye. Hardcore punk. Okay, yes. I'm gonna find some tune skis. What do I want to play? Yeah, we'll do this, I think. Alien Romulus playlist. Bye, you guys.